Shall we seek some answers? Methinks
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery. Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Bit much for me. Where's my phone?
Moment I let down my guard,
I don't feel safe here.
calm in the air after sleep.
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope have we?
This looks as good a place as any.
Humility's here.
The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you found? They're hard to find, aren't they? Well,
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope have we?
Barely drag my ass out of bed.
I'll have an early supper.
Best be heading home.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Twill take a better mind than mine to say. I've noticed you walking around questioning people. Looking for information, are we? If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next, if you haven't already. The place is full of unsavory characters, as one might expect, who've seen things ordinary citizens aren't privy to. I should know. I was among their company till just recently.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
Maybe he was hoping to find something shiny among the rubble.
I don't feel safe here.
Is there aught I can assist you with?
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
Shall we report our results? vaults, eh? Let us inform Sir Kendrick of what we've learned. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shall...
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
Pick up every little thing you find, and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly, perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought to follow close behind.
Right you are.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here.
This place is amazing. I knew I'd find something down here. But I never expected this.
The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have brought them here, I wonder?
Now here's a surprise.
Our collection grows. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known. One can never have too many materials. I'll harvest some now.
May you rue your misdeeds.
You're always good for a laugh.
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Oh, 'twas but a trick of the light.
Still not come. Did the day's work.
Moment I let down my guard.
Wonder how long this job's supposed to last.
No desire to live this way
I don't feel safe here.
You don't look like much.
May tomorrow be as uneventful as today.
so well.
Rejoice, my darling, for your Albert is returned.
Welcome home, dear.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come home to a wife for whose radiance I have no words. If there is a more fortunate fool in the city, I have yet to meet him.
Oh, you bold-faced flatterer.
Well met. This here's the sanctuary of tipplers and merrymakers alike. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Impressive.
This ain't my problem.
Puts me in the mood for
Interested in my wares?
a book. I ought to be getting.
You don't look like much. It's obvious,
Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard, anyhow. Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern about 6 months ago. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The Arisen takes the crown here in Vermont, after all. Befell a Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith. Good luck to you.
Show your appreciation in coin, if you please.
What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
Whatever it is, I'll have to hear it another time.
Will this take long? I've ought to be doing.
Any loose coin
I'd sooner
about?
not
Enough to make me
I
rich.
end up feeling weary even after a day of rest. Go on, have a look. Life's been pretty kind to me.
I always fools walk into peril unprepared. I'm off.
Interested in my wares?
I shan't resist.
Must have taken a wrong turn.
There's no easy feat to live on a performer's wage.
More soil on me than an unwashed
Living's hard, but
Them nobles do nothing but guzzle sweet
Must
meats
have
and
taken
ale.
a wrong turn. I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest. Life's been pretty
Of
kind
course.
to me.
no one would bother with a wretch like me.
It's been a hard day.
I've a book
Them
I ought to be
nobles
getting
do
back to.
nothing but guzzle sweet meats and ale.
My legs are
Must
fair
have
numb
taken
from
a
walking
wrong
about town.
turn.
You don't need a permit to get into Batal. Just hide in the back of an ox cart, aye? It works. Mind, you've got to avoid the guard's line of sight. But 'tis easy enough. I should know, I've done it.
What business would you have with a humble farmer?
Wish I'd been born a nobleman, son.
If I sleep on my woes, mayhap they'll not like I can place this. Wouldn't say no to a nice, juicy beast steak.
Another day.
Crack a few skulls if you want to be top dog.
Time to go home and write down the day's plans.
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
It's so dull when there's nothing doing. I can't take it anymore.
Dirt, sweat, and toil.
Sets my thoughts down
Each
dark
day's
paths,
more
this
of the
place.
same. I ought to stock up on the basics: flour, salt,
I'll not hang
fats. If I sleep on my woes,
I pity those content to live in
Ain't
idleness.
gonna make any coin here.
Not game enough to hang
I
about
end
here.
up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
I'm aching for a
This is it.
fight.
This is my
What to
road.
make of this?
I mustn't falter.
If I sleep
Not
on
my
my
kind of
woes,
place,
mayhap
this.
they'll go away.
I follow my whims, wheresoe'er they may lead.
We do to neglect proper
I wonder
nutrition.
what rumors the morrow has in store.
If I sleep on my
have a
woes,
look.
mayhap they'll go away.
Time to be heading home.
Not game enough to hang about here.
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest. Got to think about what's in season.
This is no place to compose my thoughts.
Didam, dida.
And here are your coin to show for.
Not my kind of.
The hour's grown late. Hilda's going to have my hide.
This is no place to
Time to be
compose my
heading
thoughts.
Ain't nothing but trouble left here.
I've made my bed. Now to lie in it.
There's got to be something fun to do.
Why me?
Sets my
Where's
thoughts
my
down
game?
dark paths, this
My
place.
claws could use a treat.
It's been a hard day.
Hasn't anyone got coin to spend?
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
Right, door's locked. That should do it.
you again. What are you doing now?
I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came.
Some call it cultured, I call it dumb.
Got something for me?
Would that I could spend all day here.
What was it I had to do?
At least my back's not acting up today.
Nice place this. I mean, no
So tight. Get just about anywhere. My stomach's growling. Time for an early supper.
I'd gladly stay here forever if I could.
There's comfort in the humdrum.
At least my back's not acting up today.
Chance to put my feet. Tap is as welcome as fine ale.
So tired. I can get just about anywhere.
Can't complain, mind.
I ought to act a little more cheery.
Am I shedding? Must be my winter coat growing in.
I pray this. Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel, but you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only for your patience. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
dear. We are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
That woman's taking advantage of us, she is. She knows full well we've nowhere else to turn.
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, forgive me. You're not a patient, are you? I suppose you must be a visitor. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I have the privilege of serving as abbess here. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my rounds of the patients. Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient in particular we cannot afford to run out of. You would procure it yourself? I am grateful beyond words, sir. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me some miasmite? The slums are a bane to the body's humors, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with what little we have, but we're always short on helping hands. Your aid is most appreciated, sir. May your search prove fruitful.
Tellers, miasmite can be harvested from phantoms, monsters that wander the world a night.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
Yes, sir. Ah, forgive me. If that's not the case, you will have to excuse me.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm.
Aye, sir. What I can do for you? What? You mean to say my Albert's a noble and has only been pretending to be a beggar? That can't be true. Earning a living in the slums isn't easy, but Albert and I, we'd promised each other we'd try our hardest to make ends meet. We've been working toward that all this time. And you're saying 'tis all a lie? I don't want to believe such madness, but nor can I deny that these garments are my husband's. Pray, tell me where you found them. I must see this for myself.
Life's been pretty kind to me. Oh, this won't do.
I'm in no fit state.
Wish I'd been born a nobleman, son.
Must have taken a wrong turn.
I'm going to go exploring. I just remember. Yeah? What is it?
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
And nary a coin to show for it.
Can scarce afford to keep us fed these days.
Hasn't anyone got coin to spend?
Have you need of me?
Methinks we picked up a key somewhere.
Shall we try it on the door?
We shall remain here.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Would that I ne'er had cause to draw steel.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
So tight.
Or to polish up my
Just
gear
about
tomorrow.
anywhere.
First, assess the field, then act accordingly.
This place cheers me right up. I've got something for you. suppose that's enough for one day. I've somewhere to be.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are Arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Shall we report this development to Captain Brandt? This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Welcome.
Always the same.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
Outstanding!
A laudable result. Just what I would expect of the Arisen.
Our efforts have been rewarded.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
We have been entrusted with a task. Let us approach it with all due care.